in the early season as both of these programs try to make an early statement and build that resume. Welcome, everyone, to Orlando, Florida, the Bounce House, home of the UCF Knights. As we'll see, the number 6 team in the country, the Nebraska Cornhuskers, taking on the 8th-ranked team in the land, the UCF Knights. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth, as always, by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's tee this one up. And he's going to try to return this one. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. They've got the big fellas out there, a 3 tight end look on 1st and 10. The give to the tailback. Oh, he's got some space. He's at the 50. He's at the 30. Inside the slippery slide, find his way and ran away from the crowd into the end zone. Touchdown, Huskers!
And as a coach, you're just hoping your offense can take the field on the first series of the game and create a little bit of momentum, get into a rhythm. How about that running play? Hitting a home run early in this game. You know that's got the sidelines all juiced up.
And the extra point makes it 7-0. If only it were always this easy for the offensive coordinators. One play, big chunk yardage, put points on the board just like that. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. He'll bring it out. It's Rousseau. He's not even going to make it to the 20, much less the 25. He'll mark it out of bounds at the 18. Quarterback and running back set up in the pistol. They'll go to the ground. Makes it past the marker. Now they've got even more breathing room out to the 31 and a fresh set of downs.
Well, he was able to gash him on that play. You just give this guy 1 inch, one little crease. He puts his foot in the ground and he gets north fast.
And they'll line up from the 31 on 1st down. To the air, it's Denson. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be 2nd down.
And that's a really good job by this defense, a complete defensive effort. When the back end makes the quarterback hold the football a little longer than he wants to, and then the pass rush gets home, hits him, and forces the incompletion.
What will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? Quick release by the QB. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Nice job, defense. You always hear people talk about tackling the catch. You saw it right there. There was nowhere for that receiver to go once he had possession. As a result, no gain.
It'll be 3rd and long. He wants to change this route. On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. Fires to the right. It's gone. They got him free for a big gainer down to the 43.
Yeah, and obviously great play by the offense to keep the drive alive, and also a good find by the quarterback on third down.
The Knights are flying down the field. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. Crosses the 30, he's got a lane. And he'll race it to the house. Touchdown, Knights! You're not going to keep the lid on this guy forever. Sooner or later, he's going to get loose.
He is. He's a bad mother. Shut your mouth. I mean, this dude can make plays. That's why you keep feeding it to him, because at some point, he's going to break it loose and make a huge play.
Extra point here will tie the game. And he added the extra point. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And how about that for a capper, a 43-yard run for 6. Set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. He'll start the return inside his 5. Slips through the line. Just an outstanding return there and really sets up his offense nicely. Three tight ends in the formation on 1st and 10. The pitch to the left. Slithers into space.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
The Cornhuskers can really attack on this 2nd and short. Might as well stick with him. Across the 35. He's loose down the middle. Touchdown, Nebraska. He found some open space and turned on the Jets.
Well, this offense is top 10 in the country in points per game because they've got a lot of speed and they've got home run hitters. They score fast. They don't need 10 plays to go down the field. You saw it right there. They've recruited well. They've got playmakers. They're going to be a problem for defenses all year long.
And the extra point was good. They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. And he takes this from inside the 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. The UCF offense back on the field, ready to go to work. This feels like one of those games you might have to answer every score, already down 14-7. They'll knock him down after a pickup of 1 to the 18.
And you want to run the football. That's okay. You'll take some of these. But if they start to add them down the road, obviously, you might want to think about airing it out a little bit.
Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. To the air, it's Denson. Fires to the wideout. Finds space on the right. Works his way to the 41, and that is plenty to give him the 1st down.
And on a corner route like that, the ball has got to come out quickly. That football is going to travel a long distance, so you got to get it out quick. You got to put enough air under the football so your receiver can locate it. Nice job executing between those two.
They'll put it in play from the 41 on 1st down. Looking downfield on first down. Grabbed in the backfield. It starts. He is stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose yards on that one.
Love the awareness by the defense here. They're trying to get the running back the ball in space, but the defense was expecting it. They had guys in position. They located the football, and they went and gang tackled.
Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Looking to fire. Quickly to the tight end. And just a short and safe pass play. They pick up a few.
Good play by the defense. Way to wrap them up. Way to know where the sticks are. Now puts you in a successful position for 3rd down. Now you can break out the fun packages, the blitzes, putting more speed, more little fast guys on the field.
3rd and long from the 42. If they can get some of it, it might give them a chance to go for it on 4th down. From the gun, wants to pass. Unloads to the wideout. And it's incomplete, but the penalty flag has fallen in the holding zone. Let's see what the call is. This defense happy with how that last play turned out, so they'll decline the penalty. The Knights line up to punt it away. First time we've seen their punt team tonight. A fairly short distance here toward the sidelines, not his best work. They've got the big fellas out there, a 3 tight end look on 1st and 10. Looking for a crease, it's Conway. Breaks into the open. Lowers that shoulder, delivers the blow. And after gobbling up some serious yardage and showing off those wheels, he's finally out of bounds. The Huskers just got that huge run. They'd love another explosive play. They'll try to get the edge with the toss play here. And they're able to force him out of bounds after a short pickup.
You know, these little 1 to 2, 3-yard gains early, they're like body blows in a boxing match, and those gains become 10, 12, 15-yarders as the game goes on, and they wear this defense down.
Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. Finding open areas. Past the first down marker and still running. He's run out of bounds, but he's got enough to move the sticks.
And that's good enough for a 1st down.
Both teams wanted to establish the run, and they have done exactly that in the first quarter. Heading in the opposite directions now as we crank it up in the 2nd. So they'll go back to work after changing into the field. Running back searching for a hole. They finally get a hold of him, knocking him down behind the line of scrimmage. He had been running wild.
And that's why he is an All-American caliber player. He is just so physical and dominant against the run. He's able to shed blockers, use his athleticism, use his speed, get to the ball carrier and bring him down. Simply one of the best box defenders you're going to find in the entire country.
Toss sweep to the left. Finds a little space. There he goes. Good, solid tackle. And the Huskers head quickly to the line. They'll try to get outside. gets it inside the 10-yard line. They'll mark it at the 9, where it'll be first and goal.
And that's a nice third down conversion for this offense. And I tell you what, the struggle for this offense has been stringing those first downs together. They're not in the top 50 in college football in first downs. They'll get one and then they kind of stall. Let's see if they can put multiple first and goal.
They'll try to get it in with the run. And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Cornhuskers! Look, it's still early, but we have some real distance being put on the scoreboard right now.
You do. It's early, but you got to find something positive. Right now, everything going in the other direction. So how are you going to respond when you've been hit in the mouth early in this football game? Got to find something positive quick.
Fellas, a battle in the Beaver State today. A lot of green, a lot of orange in the stands. Whenever Oregon in big plays, not unlike the way LaMichael James, Kenyon Barner, and Jonathan Stewart used to do it. All that speculation all week, and now we know. But something tells me, fellas, we haven't heard the last of either of these teams.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that one. Sounds as if they had a good one there. UCF offense ready to go back to work. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the heat to answer a score.
And I think being down 14, you can kind of feel that way. But, dude, if you put a good drive together, this is a 7-point game, so Palmer, no need to panic.
I was just going to say, David, I mean, this thing can flip quick. You go down, score, all of a sudden your defense gets a stop, or who knows, better yet, gets a turnover. This game is entirely different.
They came out humming on this drive, and now it's first down from the 36. To the air, it's Denson. Finds his man, it starts. Stopped at the 47 after a 10-yard gain.
Nice job by the running back, catching the football and understanding where the first down marker was. I got to go get that first down. He did a nice job of it.
Here comes the offense on first and 10 from the 47. He might want another play. To the air on first down. Makes the catch. It's Glass. At the 35, he's loose. Ripping off a huge chunk of yardage, and he's got it just outside the 10 the 11.
And as a defense, how scary is it having to defend this guy? He's one of the fastest players in America, and you saw it on that last play. It's not necessarily throwing him the ball over your head. They just get it to him quickly. The hard part now is running and tackling that guy. Not easy to do.
The Knights with the first and 10. Leaves it with the back. He'll be hauled down just inside the 10 at the 9 as they're trying to turn this into a score.
You know, as a defense, you kind of want to force the give on the RPO. You want them to run the football, and you can tell maybe the quarterback wishes he pulled this. Small gain, but some information you gathered maybe for the next time you get to run an RPO.
Operating in the red zone here on second down. Quarterback keeps it. And he'll finish the run in the end zone. Touchdown, UCF!
I'll tell you what, Reese, I'm not picking a team unless I got a guy that can do something like this in the quarterback spot. I need an athlete. I need a little bit of mobility. It just dictates too much from the defense. QB runs in for 6.
And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Guys, you can make a case this is the game of the week in the SEC. Florida has the lead right now, but those Gator chumps haven't come easy. They're in a tight one. They're up by 4 over Arkansas. Week in and week out in the SEC, it's a battle of attrition. And if anything big changes, We'll hear about it here.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. Plenty of time left in the half here as they take over, but they will want to be efficient here in the final 2 minutes. They'll try the run. They'll pick up 4, 2nd and 6 coming. The Huskers want to pick up the tempo. They'll leave it with him. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
The bounce house is rolling here on 3rd down, trying to help UCF. From the gun, the ground game. On his feet at the 40. Turning it on. Just like that. A huge gain, and they've got it inside the 10. They'll mark it at the 8.
Yeah, and this is why he's leading the nation in rushing. Like, you give him the football, and he'll continue to make big plays. He's done it all throughout the season. This offense features him, and there is a reason why.
This offense has been running wild in the first half, but wait, they want more before they go to the locker room. Motion from the wide receiver. A 1st down run in the red zone. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. There's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Here's the pressure. Touchdown, Huskers. And they take it in for 6 more points.
And that's the way you execute on offense, man. You keep your foot on the gas. Try to make this a 2-score game. You do with that touchdown. This offense executing beautifully. The defense is going to have to find something in the second half to get some stops.
And he tacks on the extra point. They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Looking to pass. It's Denson. Unloads to the right. Just a Barishnikov-like move on the sideline to tap that toe and get the 1st down. Receivers work tirelessly, tapping that toe along the sideline, and it just looks so natural for him.
Yeah, it can't just be pat and go all the time, right? Reese just jogging down the field, ball hits you right in stride. You got to be able to make awkward body catches and do it getting your feet in bounds. That was sweet.
That's the way to open a drive. Now they'll put it in play just shy of midfield. The offense changing the play. Looking to throw on 1st down. The sure hands, it's Gartz. He gets it down to the 30-yard line, and time is running short here in the first half. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. From the 30-yard line on 1st down. Wants to throw on first down. Throws to the wideout. Through his hands and incomplete. He normally makes that catch every time. It's second down.
Just got to finish the play for the wide receiver. You got to look that one in and complete it. It's a bad drop.
Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Wants to throw. He's working against the clock. He wants to go deep. He's got it. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for one or two more plays. And now a chance not only to cut into the lead, but play it just right, and maybe the other team doesn't even get a chance to answer. A design run for the quarterback. And the defense doesn't let him get loose, and that's going to wrap things up here in the half. Back to throw, it's Denson. They're working that left side. And he won't be able to push his way in. He stopped at the 1. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update. And the Huskers will kick it away first, and we'll start the second half. Here he comes with the return. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. UCF has it once again. What do you think about that? Down 2 possessions to start this third quarter. They'd love to build some early momentum.
You ain't lying, because you only got so many possessions here in the second half, so now you're down. I got to maximize every single one. Put your best plays together. Start this drive off on a good note.
Yeah, it starts right here. Obviously, you can't get it all back on this drive, but you can create that momentum. You can create something special and some energy, but it's going to start with this offense here executing at a high level.
Offense gets set for second down. The give to the running back from the shotgun. Defense there to stop him after a 2-yard gain to the 31.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
If every journey begins with a step, this offense needs to step into a third down conversion and then try to turn it into some scores, and fast. Looking for a man, it's Denson. Gets it out fast. A solid pickup there, works it to the 38 before being pushed out of bounds. And on that 3rd and short, I don't think he was unhappy to see that zone.
Nope, it was a great job by the offense. Hey, see where the holes in the zone are, sit down. You only need a little bit of yards on this 3rd down. Get the conversion, move the sticks.
The Knights getting set on 1st and 10. Looking to throw on 1st down. Fires to the wideout. Got him downfield. Defense on skates that time. They finally drag him down at the 42.
Well, and a nice job working the middle of the field. I think it's so important to keep defenses honest, and you can't just dink and dunk outside. You got to work the middle. Great job finding this wide receiver over the middle of the field.
The Knights are on the move. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces 2nd down.
Well, it's a nice job by the quarterback getting the ball out of his hands quickly on that RPO. He saw something he liked, just not on the same page with his receiver.
They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Fighting off the defender. Got the 1st down and more.
down of that type of yardage, you've got to be able to make something miss. It's one thing to get into the second level, but can you make that last defender miss? And you saw it on that play. Once he was in the clear with his speed, he was gone.
They're set to kick it off. You think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? He'll bring it out. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. And here comes the Nebraska offense back onto the field. That lead has been sliced to 7, and now they'll try to put something together here. They'll give it to the back. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Those are the kind of plays in the second half you have to make. This back has had plenty of success. He's gotten a lot of touches. Now, defensively, we've got to show him things are about to be different.
Wilson will throw. With the catch, it's Conway. And he's down at the 41. That's a first down.
I like the running back there on the route, the patience he showed, really setting it up. Got to the defender, he was able to put his foot in the ground, get some separation, catch it, and turn upfield for the first.
The offense lines up at the 41 with a 1st and 10. The toss to the outside. Creating some space, getting just enough good blocking, and they've got it up to the 47-yard line.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
Power football with the run. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the first down line?
Well, I think the defense is expecting here on 3rd down that this running back's going to get it again. Got it on 1st, had a nice carry, got it on 2nd. Now he set him up in 3rd and short. You've got to be physical here and make sure this guy goes backwards.
On 3rd and short, just trying to get enough for the first down. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. The Cornhuskers are in the hurry-up. Toss sweep to the right. Running to Green. Got the first down and more. All kinds of room to the right. Touchdown, Nebraska! And once he got away from the D, they had no shot at catching him.
Huge play. It's so nice to have guys that can create these explosive plays like this. You hand it to him, he can do the rest. Look at the speed. Look at the elusiveness. Get into the end zone. Nice run.
Ready to try the point after. And the extra point pushes the lead to 14. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
A lot of interest in this CUSA showdown today, so let's catch you up to speed on things. Duke has opened up a can right now, and based on what we've seen, I'm not sure anything is going to change. They're up by 24 over Middle Tennessee. Just another week of Conference USA football where we've come to expect the unexpected. Fellas?
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. The UCF offense back on the field, ready to go to work. Now we'll get a chance to see if they can answer that last score, trailing by 14, Jesse.
Yeah, and at this point of the game, I feel like offensively, you should go back to what's been working for you in this game. Don't be afraid to dial up plays that you've already had success with, running it in throwing it. It's okay to repeat plays down 14 at this point.
And I would also say, Palmer, kind of understanding that defense is not playing great. So I know offensively I got to put some good possessions together here, make something happen on this side of the football.
And this set of downs gets started from the 33, 1st and 10. Snap it to the back. Creates a little room. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
Awesome job up front by this defensive line, being so good at the point of attack and eating blocks, eating some double teams that allows these linebackers to run free, unencumbered, and get to the football.
Wants to adjust the pattern. Back to throw, it's Denson. Zings it complete to the right. And he gets it to the 45-yard line, and that'll be a first down.
And a great job by the QB finding the running back, getting the football where he can do some damage after the catch, and most importantly, get the first down.
The Knights have it with a 1st and 10. Wants to go up top on first down. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. And he's got enough for a first down. Now to see if they have enough time to snap it again here in the 3rd. What a day it's been on the ground for these two guys, and they just seem to get stronger as the game goes along as we take a look at the numbers. When you're dealing with a deficit like this, it's all about somebody stepping up to make a play, and you might as well start here in the 4th quarter. So first down will open up the final period. Looking downfield on first down. Grabbed behind the line. It starts. Now he's got it all the way down to the 21-yard line, and they are threatening on first down.
Well, down 2 possessions. Good news is you get the completion. Bad news, though, did not get out of bounds. You know right now, saving the clock. That is at a premium for this offense.
He'll keep it himself. Steaming into the backfield to make the stop, and he'll lose 4.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away. Nowhere to go with the football that time offensively. The defense coming up with a huge negative play.
He leaves it with his back. Inside got some room, headed to the goal line. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, UCF! If you want to know how to reach this guy, just send his mail to the end zone. That's where he lives.
He definitely is today. And I think the defense has to be getting a little sick and tired of the same guy beating him time and time again.
No backs with the quarterback as they line up for the 2. Quarterback keeper. He's in there for the 2-point conversion, and now they're just down 6. They go 83 yards on the drive, and it was finished off by a terrific 26-yard touchdown run. Now to make sure this kickoff team covers properly to pay off that last scoring drive. On the run from inside his own 5. Across the 25 to the 26 before going out of bounds, and that's where the offense will go to work. Huskers ready to go back to work on offense. And they've got a little bit of a cushion here, David. If they can add to it on this drive, it would be nice.
And it definitely makes a little bit of a difference. Knowing I'm up by more than a field goal, obviously, Jesse, my mindset switches, and I know I can't make mistakes.
Yeah, and David, I don't think they have to reinvent the wheel on offense here. What they've been calling has been working. Just get back to doing what you're good at.
On the ground, it's Conway. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks. The Huskers come to the line in the hurry-up. The give, and tick, 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 tick. Defense there to stop him after a 2-yard gain to the 31. The earth is shaking. Bounce House living up to its name as UCF tries to get off the field. Wilson to pass. Bringing the heat. That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up 4th down.
And finally, the defense is able to get some pressure on this quarterback. They had been trying all game long different ways to affect him. Weren't able to get there. But on that play, because of the pressure... his accuracy, and that's why the ball falls in.
Now this is rolling the dice, or perhaps they've gone outside their head. They're already up. Boy, this could really backfire if they don't convert on 4th down. And he gets it up to the 36. It'll be a 1st down.
And that's the challenge for this defense, man. It starts to get later in the ball game. That clock is not your friend. You're losing the football game. They got to meet the physical challenge of this run game.
And the Huskers will have it 1st and 10. They try to get it outside on the left. Oh, he's got some space. The 40. At the 20.
Man, I'll tell you, you just can't quantify how much this guy has meant to his offense running the football. Leads the nation in rushing yards. He's the guy with the target on his back. Every time they take the field, the defense knows who they have to stop, and still, this guy churns out big run after big run.
And this offense not only has a chance to extend the lead, but they can also drain that clock. They'll dial up the run on 1st and goal. He works his way ever closer all the way down to the 1-yard line.
And the offense trying now to put this thing away. They're going to keep running the football to keep bleeding the clock. They've got the lead here late, now down by the goal line. Just take as many seconds off the clock as you can before snapping this football and keep running it.
If they can move that thing 1 yard here, that'll probably wrap this baby up. Trying to slam in. And this defense does it again. Back-to-back plays for nothing. It'll be 3rd down.
Man, and that's a frustrating play when you go in reverse near the goal line. Goal-to-go situations, Palmer. You got to get those positive yards. You can't go backwards if you're trying to get a touchdown.
And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Cornhuskers. They tack a little more onto this lead, and they're on their way to a 3-0 start.
And it was so important for the offense to come up with a touchdown there and not kick a field goal. You're trying to put this thing out of reach, and that touchdown puts so much pressure on their opponent now with less than 2 minutes to go.
Looks as if they'll go for 2 with the subtlety of a sledgehammer with all these big guys. Trying to barge their way in. He stopped short on the 2-point conversion attempt. They went right back to the well with the man who scored the touchdown, but he couldn't get it in for the 2.
29.
Bringing it back. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. Opening play of this drive will come from their own 23. Might be calling a hot route. Looking to throw, it's Denson. A deep throw as the clock winds down. And the defense making a play, getting a hand on that pass.
It's been tough for this QB in this one. Very small windows to throw into, and he's been under some duress as well. It's hard to find a rhythm as a QB in those types of situations, and that's why it appears as though his team's going to be leaving here with an L.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. Working well behind the sticks on second down. Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. And he just flat dropped it. I think he wanted to run before he secured it.
Got to give this defense a lot of credit, because even down to the last seconds of this football game, we're seeing outstanding effort. QB taking a shot down the middle of the field. There's a defender swatting it away. They have had this quarterback's number all game long, and that's why they're winning this game.
Now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. He's taking a deep shot late in the game. What a spectacular grab there as they try to finish this game with a little something to feel good about.
Hey, you know, the defense here in this situation with a huge lead, they've got to anticipate that this offense is going to be trying to throw the ball to the sideline, so they've got to work different coverages to try to force the quarterback to go over the middle of the field with the football.
The Knights will snap it on 1st and 10. Quarterback making checks. Looking downfield. It's Denson. Unloads to the wideout. Finds a man on the left. Crosses the 35. Out of bounds there. Nice pickup on the play. Spotted at the 32.
And there's no quit in this team. Obviously, they're trailing late in the game, but they're trying to make it happen. We've seen 2 big plays now, back-to-back. They're putting pressure on this defense.
Throws to the wideout. Catch in the middle. It's Glass. And he's brought down after a nice gain. Now they've got to hustle to the line and get set. From the gun, running back on the move. Nice move to keep running. He's dragged down at the 12 as they try to cash in on this red zone opportunity.
And these RPOs always put the defense in a bind. But listen, you give up the run, they get a short little gain, no harm, no foul.
The offense gets a quick timeout. At this point, every second is precious. Going to work on second down in the red zone is still some ground to cover to pick up that 1st down. Back to pass. Here comes the heat. Pass rush, gets there, gets home, gets him down at the 23.
And, man, it can be dangerous when quarterbacks get outside the pocket. They can stress your defense so bad. You better chase them. You got to keep running as hard as you can and try to get to him before he can throw that football, and especially square those shoulders up. Nice job by the defense continuing to pursue, even though he got outside the pocket.
That ball is intercepted at the goal line.
Well, man, we've seen explosive offensive firepower all game long, and here we are late in an obvious passing situation trying to get this thing close. The big INT. Finally, the defense makes a play, and, David, it looks like they just closed the door on this one.
Well, and you know, Mr. Quarterback, defense wins championships. And how do you seal a game? The defense coming up with a big moment. Yes, obvious passing situation. You know they're going to throw it. The big INT, and that might seal their fate.
And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.